welcome to Testify Podcast with Sam Buckley and Marshall Gray. If you're driving or watching or listening, it's great to have you with us. This is a moment where we get to hear a testimony of the goodness of God, Jesus, in people's lives. And today we have Jade Randall.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us, Jade.
Now, Jade, you're an OG Gold Coastian, aren't you?
Yes, lived here my whole life and then a little bit in Hawaii.
That's
but
cool.
yeah, grew up on the Gold Coast and born on the Gold Coast.
Now, where was your first house that you remember? Because your parents moved around a bit, eh?
Yeah, so Labrador. We lived in
Really?
Dad built a block of units in Labrador and we had the top unit, and yeah, so that was where I first remembered growing up and having a big deck where we used to ride our bikes around, and
Wow.
and then Dad sold the units there and then bought their block of land at Nobby's, which is
Okay.
still where they live now.
Yeah, okay. Didn't you live at Lake Humunza at some
Oh
point?
yeah, we did actually. So that was before.
How do you remember this
How do
guy?
you know that, Marshall? Yeah, so that was before Labrador.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I think I was probably only like 2 or something at that stage, so I don't really remember the house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Labrador. So what school did you go to?
Trinity. So I went to
Trinity Lutheran.
I went
Yeah.
to Trinity Kindy,
Yeah.
Trinity Primary, and then Trinity High School. So Mum, even after we'd like moved over to Nobby, she drove us like every day to Trinity. Yeah.
What was the deal with Trinity? Because like your family was following Christ or anything at that point?
Yeah, so Mum and Dad weren't Christians at that stage. But yeah, I think just because we lived over like
Okay.
that way, I don't even know how we got to go to that school. Because
Probably
Labrador
needed a
and
reference. Didn't you need
Ashmore.
a reference from a pastor or something?
yeah, I don't even know why they sent us there, and
Nolly probably just rang
just
up
kept
and,
sending us there after.
Hey mate,
Got some cheap bricks.
write a reference for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even after we moved, they were like, "Oh no, we'll keep you guys there because
Okay.
you've got friends and everything." So yeah, Mum did the big drive every day.
Rod's the principal now at the
Yeah.
Of the junior
of
school.
the junior
I
school.
know, so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you weren't brought up in the church or knowing God, but you went to Trinity.
Went to Trinity. Yeah.
So did that spark anything?
So the first experience that I had of God was actually, I think, grade maybe 8 or 9. And I remember, I don't know if it was like a YWAM event or something, but they had like a big thing at the Carrara Stadium. And there was all,
Oh,
I can't remember what it was called, but they had
motorbikes.
all the motorbikes. They
I remember that.
They had like worship. They had someone preaching, BMX riders.
Magic.
Probably.
There was
Was
magic.
there?
I remember, yeah.
Do you reckon we're at the same one? Unless they did like a bunch of them.
Yeah, because I can vaguely remember that as a kid as well. I think they
Yeah.
did a few.
I can't remember what it was called, but I just remember thinking like, oh, this is cool. Like they've got all like skaters and BMX riders, and because of course, like, you know, I was so into surfing and everything, and
Yeah.
Were you a surfer?
yeah,
From
Was
From-
she a surfer?
from
about
like a
10
grommet?
maybe. Yeah.
Wow.
Jade shreds. She used to shred.
Where did you you lived in Labrador? Where was the surfers paradise?
So yeah, once we moved to Nobby, so I was
okay.
how old was I? I think I was like 5 or 6 when we moved there.
But wasn't Nolly a part of Northcliffe already?
Yeah. So
he's a legend at North.
the whole family, like dad's mum and dad, all the brothers were like part of Northcliffe Surf Club.
Yeah, so that's Nippers
Growing
every
up.
Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. So we did nippers. I actually didn't start till I think under 13s. Yeah, because I was a little bit scared of the surf at first, and mum and dad didn't want to push me. And so I just kind of would go out on my own at first, like at Nobby's on the nipper boards and everything. And,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then kind of come back in under 13s and
Smashed it.
kept going. But then I kind of was like, oh, I think I like surfing better than nippers, but I still kept going with nippers.
Right.
But yeah, every morning before school and after
So what,
school
surf?
out in
You
the
go
surf.
for a surf?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's living on the beach, hey?
So I'd come back in and just quickly throw my uniform on and eat breakfast in the car, and
Go to school.
Mum would drive us to school, and
So
I'd still
cool.
have like water pouring out my nose from like wipeouts and everything.
Dude,
I remember being in class, and then like you're leaning
bend
down
over.
and like the water starts dripping out your nose.
the same thing. You ever experienced it? It's the worst. Because it happens. It
You
can
have to have
happen
a
like
wipeout.
2 or 3 hours later.
2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you get pumped, so the water goes into your sinuses, and it doesn't just come out. So honestly, you later on in the day, you like bend over to pick something out, and water just starts pouring out of your nose. It's the worst.
So that would
Eh?
happen at school quite a bit because of
Wow.
yeah.
And then you got to explain, like, what's wrong? Oh, it's just salt water
Surf.
coming
Salt
out of
water.
my nose.
So you,
Yeah.
so what happened with that experience you were saying? Yeah, 8 or 9?
Yeah. So that night I really got touched by God, because I think like at school it was like religious, but not. I mean,
It didn't capture you.
it
You
didn't
weren't
capture me.
engaged
Like I learned,
with
you
it.
know, in Christian understanding, we'd learn more about other religions.
Is
than
that what it was called? Christian
Christianity.
understanding.
CU? Yeah, Christian understanding.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so when I went to this night, I actually had a few friends from school come along, because a couple of my friends were Christians. And yeah, that was like the first time God just captured my heart. I think like in worship and the preaching, and just had my eyes closed, and I was like, oh, because they were calling, you know, anyone that wanted to come down the front, and I'm like, I just knew like in my heart, like I just had to go.
Wow.
Like I don't care like what my friends, you know, are doing or whatever. And so I just started to like walk down the front, and then realised that like a whole bunch of my friends are walking down too, and
Oh, wow.
we're all at the front, and
So you're like 13,
I would have
14,
been probably like 14.
14,
Wow.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so like, okay, so you didn't pray at home or
no, nothing.
didn't read the Bible at home?
So the only one in my family that was a Christian was my dad's mum, who's Seventh-day Adventist,
Yeah.
who actually goes to like
Yeah.
our building
Yeah.
that we're in for chapel
on
on
a
a Saturday,
Saturday.
Nan. So Nan, like, I knew that she'd prayed for us like
Okay.
forever.
And that was sort of just like, oh, thanks, Nan, but no real.
Yeah, and she'd always like even still like she's just constantly like sharing like the gospel,
Yeah, she's very kind.
stuff
and
about the end
generous and-
times,
How
and like
cool is that?
Yeah.
like even to all my family now that still aren't saved, like she's not scared, like she's just so bold.
So
we
you
all
walk,
had that growing up, and
so you're walking down.
we
Yeah.
used to go to Sabbath school, with Nan sometimes,
Okay.
which was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Seventh-day Adventist like kids
Program.
church.
Sunday
Yeah.
school
Sometimes I remember sticking
cool.
on the little like stories onto the felt board and everything.
vibes. Oh, that's cool.
But nothing sunk in until this night.
Yeah, till this night. I
Where
was
you
just
walked
like,
walked out of the crowd.
yeah, I was just like, oh, I could so just feel God's presence, and I'm like, I just wanted it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I guess after that there was no like, because my parents weren't like Christians or
No follow up.
no like follow up or discipleship, so kind of then back at school, and didn't really have like kind of any.
What
anyone
about
I
your
really-
friends though? Like your friends, they went to church or whatever.
Yeah, so it was funny because I think at that stage I used to like probably hang out more with my weekend friends than my school friends, like on the weekend, because
Right.
I was like so into surfing and everything. So, and we had like the surf club and, you know, nippers and all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think of, you know,
Oh, that's
asking them to go to church or where they went to church or anything.
But something shifted in your heart that you sort of knew, like, oh, God is real. Was it?
Yeah.
Did that sort of take
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah.
And so it was, in a sense, God was just sitting there.
Yeah. It was like kind of God planted like a seed.
Awesome.
Yeah. But then, I guess my
Then life
kind of
happened.
teenage years, like,
Yeah.
I guess.
So you were surfing, did you enter any comps and all that stuff?
Yeah, all the time. I used to go in surf comps.
Really?
And, yeah, in the like all of these. I forget what they're called
Was
now.
it M&M back then?
Yeah, M&M's is the Mermaid Nobbies and Miami Board Riders Club. So I always used to go in that.
Like surf comps, like
Yeah, proper surf comps, yeah.
Yeah, and then the bigger surf comps, like can't remember what they're called now, but
what's the rocks one?
yeah, like the Roxy, the Burley single fin
Yeah,
competition,
Burley,
and
Roxy Pro.
Did you enter all those?
yeah.
Far out. How'd you
Yeah.
go?
Well, like probably I did better in like the actual surf life-saving surfing.
Oh, really?
Yes. So actually, when I was 18, I won like the under 18 like surf life-saving like the board riding championship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
Is that board riding surfing or
yeah, the
like,
surfing.
oh, did they have a surf comp?
Yeah, they had the surfing in it as well.
Oh, wow. Because it's normally just the activities of the surf club, which is like the rescue boards,
Oh, yeah.
but they're race boards. They're not rescue boards. And then the swimming and the beach
Scurf
runs.
or
And
whatever.
Yeah, Ironman.
yeah, the
and
surf ski, Ironman stuff. But to have an actual surf comp, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Did
Yeah,
you
that was
ever
cool.
compete in the Cool and get a gold?
no, I didn't do that. That was a really long one.
Yeah.
I think that was like
dad
doesn't that
probably
go?
did that.
Dad
Nolly,
used to do that all the time.
Nolly used to win those.
Yeah.
No training.
Yeah, Dad just
No-
won.
Just wakes up in the morning, rocks up to the competition, wins gold.
Yeah,
No, seriously, yeah.
I think surfing was Dad's training, and but yeah, he just won. I think four or five golds at the Aussies just last week.
What?
Again
Yes,
in the Masters.
yeah,
What
in
a
his age
beast.
group.
He's such a beast.
He is
Yeah.
such an animal.
Yeah,
He's so fit. He's so fit.
he is. Yeah, he's. I don't know. he's
Okay,
just-
so you won it under 18s.
So
Yeah.
never really any good in the like the M&M comps or like the.
Yeah, like in those ones. Yeah, I used to kind of,
Choke.
Did you go
Yeah.
in the Roxy Pro ever?
I can't remember. I used to go to some like down at like Lennox and Ballina, but I can't remember what they're
Really?
called now. But yeah, probably like because I used to compete against like Stephanie Gilmore and some of those, but they were always like a lot
They're
better,
like world champions.
a lot better.
Yeah.
And then my friend Amanda, who I used to surf with, she's a big wave surfer, and she moved over to Hawaii and does like toe-in surfing and everything.
Did you ever surf like big waves?
Yeah. So because my dad's always like a big risk taker, he used to take us out and like huge surf at Burley, and we'd have to jump off the rocks, and Dad would always be like, "You'll be all right."
So that's so Noel. Hey, you'll be right.
Yeah, like 3-4 meter surf sometimes, and we'd jump off the rocks at Burley, and
Get pumped.
yeah, I remember like one day.
Did you ever think you're going to drown?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one day I couldn't like get out through the surf, but then I couldn't get back in because it's either like I get washed up on the rocks, or like so I just had to keep paddling. And Dad had already got out, and I was kind of just getting like smashed like in the in between. So yeah, it took me like an hour or so, just like constant paddling, and I've had my leg rope like caught around like a rock and like being pulled like under, but thankfully I was like thinking and just kind of pulled off my leg rope strap and then come up. And
That's so scary.
so Dad used to do a lot of things with us, and we used to paddle out to the shark buoys. And I remember one day there was whales like coming along, and Dad's like, "Oh, we'll go out and get in line with like where the whales were." And and then these whales kind of just dived straight underneath us, and so we did a lot of like risky things growing up. But
So-
yeah,
And big wave surfing, well, not big wave surfing, but surfing in Indonesia, heaps. Hey,
oh yeah, in Bali, and yeah,
heaps.
we'd go there a lot
Yeah.
before I was 18, and Sam came with us a few times.
Yep. Yep.
He was part of our Bali trips.
Yeah, we had some fun, eh?
Yeah.
So all this time, like God's he's there.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
nothing's moving
No.
forward. He's
Not
just
until
waiting.
I was like 18.
Yeah.
And I think through the whole surfing community. I'd met like a couple of girls, and yes, a girl eventually like asked me to come along to this church that used to be on the Gold Coast Highway at Miami.
Yeah.
And it was called the Prayer House.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a bunch of like surfers that kind of went there, and the pastor was actually a surfer,
Cool.
Brett. And the first, I think they had it in the afternoons. The first afternoon I went, it was pretty crazy because they used to invite like a lot of people off the street, like homeless people, and like there was a lot of like drunks and stuff that would hang around out there, and they'd invite them in. And
it's this is really interesting for me to hear your perspective on it, because I was obviously a few years younger than you, so I can't remember. What I remember, I know, is not totally accurate, but I remember that building just being the coolest place. They had pool tables and...
Because there was two buildings. There was one near the...
Servo.
One near the... Actually, I think they were both like near the Servo. There's...
the one...
Brian's.
Yes. First one was near Brian's.
Beside the Sunglass Hut.
Yeah.
With the stairs out the front that come straight out to the Gold Coast Highway.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember.
Oh, that's the one that you went in.
Yeah. Well, that's I came past there, and they were all skateboarding on the stairs and stuff one night, and I was like, they were just really cool. It looked cool. It looked like a cool place.
I think that was why like kind of God got my attention there.
Yeah.
And I just remember all these people, you know, like lifting up their hands and stuff in worship like the first night, and I was like, oh, it's a little bit weird, but I'd felt like this like love that I hadn't like felt before. And also like the people, I'm like, people were just so welcoming, and I'm like, oh, they're so normal, but I could just feel this love that I hadn't experienced before. And
you're like 18, you said?
Yeah, I was like 18 at the time.
And how did you find out about that? Like,
a friend of mine called Michelle. I haven't even really seen her since back then, but she invited me to come. Actually, girls that I probably used to go like partying with and everything.
Yeah.
But
so 13, 14, you have an encounter like, man, God is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just parks there for a while.
Yeah.
For 4 years, maybe 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
And then it sort of sparks up again.
Yeah. So when I was
18. Wow. So it does when you're 14 sort of come back to memory, like, oh man, that's right.
Yeah,
look, God is real.
Yeah.
God is real, and this is sort of real now.
Yeah.
How did it progress from there?
Well, it was actually pretty like crazy that night. So there was, because they'd invited like some of the homeless people in, there was this one guy sitting up the back, and he actually went like, because there was like a two-story like in the church, and he kind of went up the back, and he was trying to break into the like the church office and like steal money in the tithes and offerings. And anyway, a friend of ours like had saw him, and he was kind of one of the youth leaders at the time, and trying to stop him. And anyway, they got into a fight.
I think that's one of the first nights I ever went there.
Were you there that night?
I think so, yeah.
And anyway, the guy like had like blood on his face and stuff. The homeless guy runs down the middle of like the church, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? And so this was like our first like experience with church, and like they kind of got into
chaos,
you know, trying to stop him from getting into the building.
I think that was Miles, eh?
Yes.
I think Miles gave him a hiding.
Yeah.
So
maybe this is probably not the best.
Probably not. Yeah. Probably maybe.
Might want to leave that part out.
No. Sorry, maybe leave the name out. No, but there was youth and young people there. I think it was just like it was a dangerous situation. I think he was looking after.
Yeah, he was trying to like keep everyone safe, in the church and stuff, because I think this guy was a bit drunk.
Yeah, it was hectic.
Anyway, but at the same time, everyone was like fully like in worship and stuff at the time, and and I was just like, I don't know. I think God just kind of captured my heart again, because I'm like, you'd think after that, I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like, I don't want to come back to a place like this. Like, but yeah, I remember thinking, no, I want to come back and like check out the youth group, and my other friend, Mandy Levy. Do you know Pete Levy? And
Can't remember. Name kind of sounds familiar.
yeah, so my first night at the youth group, she prayed for me, and I gave my heart to Jesus. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, she was actually one of my bridesmaids in my
Wow.
wedding, and
whoa.
actually one of Rosie's bridesmaids too, which is my husband's sister.
Oh,
So-
Rosie and Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she
that's
was
sort
one
of-
of the youth leaders.
The first experience with Jesus was like a toe in the water
Yeah.
type thing, but something was real.
Yeah.
But then this one, you surrendered your heart to Christ.
Yeah, I actually gave my heart to Jesus, and after that, it
Wow.
was just like everything turned around.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah, it was just
Like, what did you notice? Like, what shifted?
like pretty much like everything like to do with my desires, and because I'd spent a lot of like times, like, well, because I think just turned 18, like I was already into like the parties and like the nightclubs and just like boys and all that stuff. And I think being in the surf culture, like just from a young age, that was all just around me. And so like when I actually gave my life to Jesus, it was just like, I don't know, I just like
Wow.
had no desire for those things anymore. And and then kind of, I guess, started to meet like other people at church, which I think Bobby and Dennis would have been at the church.
Yeah.
And
Well, your mum and dad, like, they weren't going at the time, eh?
no, so Dad kind of ended up getting saved at a similar time, but through the Southport Church of Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had some, so not our actual family, but our my auntie's family. They were in the Christian board riders, and so Dad got invited by them to come to Southport Church of Christ because they were all into the Christian board riders, and
They had
so
the Surfer's Bible, and there was a movement that was happening then, hey?
yeah, so he actually got saved like separately, and then he ended up coming to like the prayer house, which was where we went.
So you and Dad.
Yeah, so
would
Dad
go.
and I were like the first Christians in
Wow.
the family, and and then I think pretty soon after that was when Sam's mum and dad had just gotten back together. John and Anita had just gotten back
that's
together.
Right. It was all sort of happening at that time.
Yeah, it's all, that's
Had
crazy.
John and Nolly met before then?
Oh, yeah, our families had known each other through the surf club for
Through the
years.
surf club,
Oh,
yeah.
Years
through
and years.
Northcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we all grew up at Northcliffe. Like, we would
So
sleep
your
under the tables.
dad was constantly trying to beat Nolly.
No, there's no, that was unachievable.
Oh,
That was like me trying to verse Kelly Slater.
wow.
Nah, Dad wasn't. I think they were different. Totally. Oh, actually, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, so you'd already been friends?
Well,
Associated.
just
Okay.
associated.
Sam would have been pretty young at that age. Like, so if I was 18, how old would you have been?
I'm 36 now, or 35
I'm
now.
41.
Yeah, so
So 6
5
6
years.
years.
6 years younger than you.
Same as
13.
Tyson.
Yeah, Ticey and I are the same age.
Yeah.
So
Did you know Tyson?
no, so our families knew each other from the surf club, and there was connection there, but it wasn't till we all got
Went to prayer
saved
house.
Yeah.
Right.
that then it was kind of like, oh, you guys are here, you guys are here.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what that was like for mum and for our
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we start like so a couple, Dennis and Bobby, that
Yeah.
came to chapel, they started a Bible study at our house. I think they'd actually go between mum and dad's house and then
Our house.
the Buckley's house, like
Yeah.
1 week on, one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Dennis and Bobby, yeah.
yeah,
Far out.
like if it wasn't for Dennis, like he was probably one of the biggest people in my life, like
They were the glue.
with the word, like he just carried like the word like in his heart, and I think that's what got me so fired up. Like when I was so young, and they were both like really into like missions and stuff, and they'd share like all their stories. He just constantly share like testimonies all the time. Hey,
Yeah.
he had so many stories of his years of traveling
And you're right. I like what you just said about the word in his heart, because it
Yeah.
was like that. Whenever he'd see you, he'd give you a hug, and he'd just somehow speak the word over you in an encouraging way.
Such a father. Like he's always just been like another father.
It's so good, Jade. It's so true.
Yeah, and so like I just would get so excited for like their Bible studies because
So,
it was just so
you would
life-giving.
attend that Bible study?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah, and then a bunch of other like friends from the church started
Awesome.
to come, and a lot who we're still like connected with and everything. But I think Bobby and Dennis were like a huge part
Yeah.
in their life, and probably also in your parents' life with their
Huge.
marriage coming back
Huge.
together, and
Yeah, huge.
yeah,
So something had really just sparked up. And you
yeah.
were just sort of on a little fire.
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I pretty much I was like, well, I kind of like need, like I wanted new friends and everything because I mean, I was kind of transitioning in that stage of like trying to figure out how to, because all my other friends, from school and my surfing community weren't like Christians, so but I started meeting new friends at church, and that was like a little bit hard, like at first to try to, like a lot of my friends were like, oh, like what happened? Why doesn't she like to do all these things anymore with us? And but I met new friends, and it was just like, like all, having the same heart, and it was probably one of the best times in my life. Just
So how did you meet? When did you meet Al? Like, how did that happen then? Was that soon after that, or?
Well, so through like Dennis and Bobby, like I got like a real heart for like missions and everything because they were doing mission trips to the Philippines, and so I went on I told Mum one day I wanted to go do like a trip. I'm like, I don't care if I have to go by myself. I just wanted to go, and then Mum's like, well, no, you're only 18, like you can't just go like by yourself.
This
even
is
if
soon
you,
after you.
yeah,
all of a sudden,
18
you got a
or
heart for
19, I
mission
think.
stuff. Wow.
It was it was a big heart of what we were doing. Hey, Dennis and Bobby.
The Cebu mission.
Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah, so so I told Mum I was going to go do it, and I just wanted to go do stuff over there with the mission foundation. And so Mum's like, oh, well, maybe I'll come with you. And then Anita said, well, I'll come with you too. So it was like three girls. That was like my first trip to the Philippines. And
Wow.
I just remember we like looked after like tiny little like newborns that had been like abandoned on the street, and
Oh, that's right.
and just teaching kids that lived in like cemeteries, and I was just like, my heart just got so, I was like, I don't know, just trying to come alive for like missions and stuff.
Yeah, how was that as like an 18-year-old? Because that's pretty raw.
I think it just like kind of wrecked my heart for, just not being able to go back to to normal. And but the hard thing was, like, I think a lot of people, when you haven't like experienced that, it's hard to kind of
re-enter
and talk all about what you experienced. And
re-entry is pretty real.
so then so I came back from that, and then Mum and I were actually, so also at the same time of being part of the prayer house, I was at New Life as well, because they had a really awesome like youth group. And
that's right. Yeah.
so had some friends there, and just like helping out with the youth there and everything. And then so Mum and I had to share at New Life one night about our trip in the Philippines. And so this night, like Al, who's now my husband, him and his brother-in-law and sister, and then a couple other guys, this same time, they were like they'd come over from because he was living in Hawaii with YWAM, and they were in a bit of a worship band at the time, and they were going to be doing some stuff in the churches and schools. And so Mum and I were up sharing that night about our trip in the Philippines, and then they were up next kind of sharing about what they were going to be doing, like, in the schools and stuff. And I think because early I started, like dating with the boys and all that stuff. So when I got saved, I remember reading this book, like I Kissed Dating Goodbye. I don't know, it's like really cheesy.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm going to start praying for my husband, and started writing like a little, list of what I wanted in my husband. And, and anyway, that night when they were kind of sharing about what they were doing and stuff, I don't know, something in my heart was just like, I don't know, I just felt like drawn to Al, and just felt that there was something, even though we'd never met before. And so I kind of hung around after and, was talking to his mum and dad, and worked out that we were all kind of in the same surf club together, and he was at the same primary school as me growing up.
Really?
And he's like 4 years older. So
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So we probably ran past each other in the playground, and
it's so cool. The Gold Coast is so small.
yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so then Al's parents knew a lot of like people that we knew, and
So you were 19 at the stage, something like that, 18, 19.
yeah, I think I was maybe 20, because
Okay.
Al and I got together right at the end. Yeah, I was about to turn 21 when
So he
we
was
started dating.
he was living back here as well?
No, so he was just visiting, like
Just visiting.
with their like team,
Their
kind of
band.
doing worship with their band.
They're on the circuit.
I was a bit of a
Serving the
groupie
Lord.
after that. Kind of
Yeah.
went to some of their like worship stuff, and they played at like the Tribe, Byron, and
Oh, yeah.
some of those places. And I think actually they might have even went. Did they go to Trinity, like our old school? I don't know. They shared at like a few schools and churches and stuff.
So who exchanged numbers with who first? Did you ask him, or he's like...
I think he asked for I'm pretty sure he asked for my number. I think because he surfed at the same time too.
Oh,
So we
okay.
were like, we can, go for a surf together.
Yeah,
And
nice.
we kind of like even hung out a bit like as families.
yeah.
And
Were you a better surfer than him?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say it for her. Yeah, 100%.
oh no, Al's going to hate that.
Yeah. He can't compete. He hasn't surfed his whole life. He can't compete. Sorry, Al. Sorry, bro.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
He's going to love this.
Love you, Al. You're a better photographer.
So how often did you go on a surfing date? Just one?
Yeah.
Just one? Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Nah,
Yeah, a few times. And then
yeah.
I think before that, because I was like at the Robina United, there was a couple there that were kind of over like the youth, John and Ellen.
Yeah. John and Ellen's
Morris.
John's parents
I know.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I met them.
Yeah, Dave.
And then we had a whole chat. We know quite a few people.
Yeah.
And Helen's always been like, she's always been like another mother
Amazing.
to me, like through all the years, and YWAM and with
Yeah.
babies and stuff, because she's like a nurse, I think midwife nurse or something.
Mm.
But anyway, John and Ellen, I think because they had been to YWAM and they knew that I had a heart for like missions, they're like, you should do like your DTS with YWAM, you'd love it. It's like 6 months. And so then I started to be thinking about that. I'm like, I'd love to be able to do that. And I'm like, maybe I could go somewhere where I could actually like surf as well as like do like missions. And so that's why I was thinking about like Kona, Hawaii, because I knew that would be like a place where I could
It's
surf,
so
but
cool.
also like be, and doing the whole DTS and everything. So yeah, right around the same time that I met Al, which must have been like right towards the end of the year, because he was still there when so we went to our surf club, Northcliffe, for dinner one night, and I got told that they had their membership draw on that they do, I think every Friday night or something. But this time they were going to keep drawing numbers until someone won the membership draw, because the money had gone up so high and no one had won it for so long.
Oh, they needed a winner.
They needed a winner.
Yeah.
How much was it?
$8,300. Wow.
Jeez, and that's in what? 2000.
That was in 2005, Christmas time.
Jeez, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, so I was working as a massage therapist at the time. I did sports massage at a chiropractor.
Oh yeah, true.
And I'd saved up about $1,500, and I'm like, how am I gonna be able to afford about $10,000 for the 6 months with all the airfares and everything. And anyway, so this night at the surf club, I got told they had the membership draw on, and I don't know, I had this funny feeling that I was going to win it. And I told Mum and Dad, and everyone's like, oh, don't be silly, there's so many people. And anyway, I think they went through, I don't know, 4 or 5 numbers before mine, and the people weren't there.
Yeah, because you got to be there.
You have to be there. Yeah. And then they ended up calling out my name. And
what the heck? Who were you there with?
Our whole family, all of our relatives.
Wow.
And everything.
Way.
Yeah. Heaps of them that
they were
are Christians. Yeah, and they're all drinks are on Jade tonight.
Yeah,
and
I was going to say that'd be the bar's
okay.
on Jade.
Yeah.
And I'm no, this is my airfare.
Yeah. And so I was just I just knew, because I'd been praying about how to be able to get there and stuff, and it was just the exact rest of what I needed to do my trip.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you flew out.
So I flew out then, I think it was June.
Wow.
The
following year.
Yeah.
And was Al already there?
So he was already there because he was on staff at the base and everything.
Is that YWAM staff?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've been to Kona before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss Hawaii.
Yeah. What was that like for you with your walk with God? Because I know surfing, I think most surfers that find God, the ocean's just a beautiful experience with the Lord.
Yeah. I think after I got saved too, it was just, I become so much more aware of God and just nature, the creation, just being out there, and it just,
That must
revives.
have been amazing going to Hawaii and then.
Yeah. Yeah, so beautiful, and so thankful that I got to, do it there, but also be learning about God at the same time.
Actual
and his character, and
Yeah. Because what does DTS stand for?
Discipleship Training School.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So how long were you signed up there for?
So 3 months you spend at the actual YWAM base, and then so mine was the South Pacific, so they have different regions, and I chose the South Pacific. And so they kind of just randomly give you a place, an island in the South Pacific, and a team will go there. And so I got to go to American Samoa.
Oh, yep.
Oh, really?
For my outreach.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that was really cool. It was just, the island was very religious and everything. We used to have 3 or 4 hour church services.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't, they sometimes I was oh, I could even go surfing over there too. But they didn't like to see missionaries having fun, and but anyway, it was really awesome.
So Al was there. When did you guys sort of start that path?
So at the end of so we kind of hung out a little bit during my DTS, and he would take me and my friends surfing on the weekends and everything. And
were you guys dating yet or no?
No,
just friends.
No, because there was no dating between students and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
But my my outreach leader, he kind of he knew that we kind of knew each other from like back at home, and our families were like linked. So he was like, allowing us to hang out and stuff with with friends. And but yeah, it wasn't till like after I got back that we actually got together.
But he was still over there.
Yeah, so he was still back in Hawaii at the
and
time. Yeah. But I also like I'd say throughout my outreach, like Al's mum would be like calling me a lot too, because I went through a bit of like hard stuff like over there just with anxiety, and I kind of got trapped in this like lie or fear thing of like blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. I don't know if I think I shared about that like years ago, but it's almost like the devil kind of like, I had this, and it was crazy because it was right before I started to go, I went on this like outreach. Then it was like this little like hook of like, well, like what if you've like blasphemed the Holy Spirit?
Man, the enemy uses that all the time with young Christians, eh?
When I was so like just pumped and like excited to go, it was just like these thoughts started to come.
So it became very like fragile.
Yeah,
do you think?
and it just started to be so like inwardly focused, like
right.
And then like in my mind, started getting all these like blaspheming thoughts in my head, like against God, and I'm like, and then I felt like I couldn't tell people because I felt like if I told people what like the devil was like putting in my mind, then I thought I was actually blaspheming the Holy Spirit. Like it was so intense.
Wow.
So it was just like, and I think what I've realized, like coming along, because I've experienced it a few times now, like in different areas, like I've learned a little bit more about that, like OCD like thing where you get stuck on stuff and it goes around and around. And
I wouldn't know what that's like.
So that ended up being like, even though the trip was like amazing, I was kind of dealing with that at the same time.
Yeah, it's hard.
And so, Al's mum would call me a lot too, like on my outreach, and just encourage me. And
wow, that's beautiful.
So she's always been like a huge part of my life, just with like prayer and encouragement. And
that's so good.
Sounds like you've like, from 18 or when you gave your heart to the Lord, that you've been surrounded by, God's just really put you in an amazing community, like amazing
really
mothers.
Good, encouraging.
I mean, you've got an amazing mother, but then you've got amazing mother-in-law, and then you've got other
Bobby and
so
Danny.
thankful,
godly woman around you.
Yeah,
God just knows what you
different
need.
Gifts and everything, and
God knows what you need, eh?
Yeah,
and he's placed them around your life.
Yeah, I was so thankful, and I think the hard thing was like, because like in YWAM you find that a lot of leaders are pretty young. So when I was going through that, like no one really kind of knew like how to talk to me or like what. And there was a lot of other kids going through different stuff, like my young girlfriends on the team, like, eating disorders and all of that. And it's like there's not a lot of, I think not really sure how to deal with things. So we kind of all had our own little like struggles, but
and do you think like that anxiety stuff, I mean, that's even more prevalent now?
Yeah. Yeah.
What sort of encouragement would you give to young women that do struggle with it? I mean, you sort of were corralled around by some amazing women.
Yeah, probably my latest like experience with the whole anxiety thing. I didn't really like share with many people for like a long time. I just kept it all to myself, just because it was so like intense, and I was like worried what people would think of me. And but what I found was the more that I did like open up and share about it, like so many people like, oh my gosh, like I've experienced the same thing. And I think sometimes you try to like keep it all inside because your enemy makes you think that you're the only one like that's struggling with it.
Yeah,
interesting.
But the more that you're able to like share with others, I guess it makes other people like want to open up too, and
it sort of disempowers the stronghold, right? Is that,
yeah.
So you're saying open up.
Yeah, open up and share with let other people in, and because I think it just breaks like the whole like shame around it, and
Very good.
Yeah, that is good.
Isolating nature.
isolating, and the enemy just wants to like keep you like trapped, and so a lot of mine was like real like tormenting stuff like
Wow.
in my mind, and another time I went through real like tormenting stuff in my mind, like just about like my kids and stuff, and horrible thoughts where I just was like put them back in school and everything, and I was just like couldn't hardly get out of bed and didn't want to wake up in the morning, and I just got like really depressed, and
Man, I think you're going to encourage a whole lot of people.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You know, I don't think.
yeah.
A lot of people are in a similar boat to what you've
Yeah.
been through. It's funny with it's actually not funny at all. It's interesting with anxiety. It's like it lies to you to keep it in.
Yeah.
Because if it comes out, it'll explode and it'll be bad.
Yeah.
But while it's in, it's exploding. It's like getting bigger and
It is.
magnifying. But
It makes it so much bigger, like inside you, and
yes, but then as soon as you speak it out, it actually does the opposite of what you think. And like Marsha, it disempowers it. Because there is reason behind a lot of it. Like the fear and the anxiety is often tied to a understandable but non-true thing that's happened or concern that you have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think like the enemy tries to attack the things that you love the most. So for me, it's been about like God or like my kids or so anything to try to, steal your joy, like in what you're doing, and
Very good.
yeah, because I'm also been like a big like I think when I started having kids, I'm like just my joy like in being like a mum, and wanting to like raise and disciple my kids, and just the joy in like each, how each kid's different, and my heart just kind of like exploded in like the whole motherhood thing.
Wow.
That was probably like my next biggest thing that God like did like in my life, was just gave me a real heart for being a mum. And
So you, when you came back from Kona, how long was it before you and Al got married?
So, I'm going to come back the end of the year. I think like about 6 months.
Wow.
So we dated for 4 months.
Long distance.
Oh, hang on, dated for 4 months, yeah. And then part of it was long distance.
Okay.
But then, he moved back to Australia for a while and worked with Dad, just to kind of, get to know the family more. And then after we got engaged, I think it must have been like three months or so
Wow.
until we got married. And
So he basically worked with your dad so he could get favour.
yeah, pretty much.
That was a bad call. No, that was a bad call. Nolly's a hard worker.
He cooked him.
He gave him a lot of hard work to do.
And Nolly would have been like, perfect, mate.
See those 2 pallets of bricks, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
No,
Yeah.
So then that's how, and then you moved back to Kona.
So then we got married here with all the family, and then
So you've been married how long now?
Like
20 years.
It's 2008.
Oh.
18 years.
Oh, 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
So-
but we first moved over after we got married. We rented here for like 3 months or so. Then we moved
To Kona.
to Nashville for a little bit
Oh, Nashville.
to live with some of our
Wow.
friends that work with Caleb Company.
Okay, yep. Todd went down.
Yeah. And then did a trip to Israel, and then moved back to Kona to start doing YWAM together.
Wow.
And that was how.
And and you've come back and then you did a trip around. How long have you been back on the Gold Coast since your trip around?
10 years now.
Wow.
Since the trip. We did a trip around Australia 3 years ago.
Wow, that
Sold
goes so quick.
Sold the house in Mudgera Bar and did our little trip around Australia as a family, and
Wow.
yeah, and now moved out to Canungra.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I really think you've got, some good insight with the anxiety stuff. Like, what was the sort of key thing that God really helped you with to shift it? It's probably they say once you.
It's always like an ongoing.
Yeah.
Like
thing.
an area chink in your armor that can seem vulnerable.
Yeah. I think for me, the way I've always dealt with it the best, and because I just love like worship, so I'll just spend like lots of time in worship.
Great.
And just like, because it's like all that stuff, like all the fear just kind of has to.
That's
like when you're
awesome.
in like place of worship in God's presence, it's almost like He's surrounding you. So it's like all the other stuff just kind of, just like lifts off.
That's a real
or
key thing for you.
yeah, for me, like I think that's probably been the biggest thing is just spending time.
Other people find like solitude and
Yeah.
silence. Other people find like
Staying
verbal
active.
processing.
Oh, yeah.
Others are active.
Yeah, and just certain like scriptures that
Scriptures
like
that,
God speaks to me, and just taking hold of them, and
Good.
but yeah, also just talking to people.
One guy I know is like a fire, just sitting out in front of the fire, just really
Oh yeah,
meditating on the Lord.
yeah.
What's the song? What's the song at the moment that's
Yeah, nice.
like just a go to on repeat at the moment? That's sort of that place of God. I just need you right now. I'm starting to.
I can't even think of it at the name at the moment, but it's like I love Chris McClarney. He's like a bit older
style.
worship. From I don't know how long now, but
Chris McClarney.
I was listening to it this morning actually on my way
What
here.
song would that be? Speak to the Mountains.
What a Friend, I think it is. What a Friend I have in Jesus.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Oh, there it is. What a
What
friend.
a friend I have in Jesus.
But it's such a beautiful song. I think just all the like intimacy songs, I just get so like undone.
So good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, Jade, thanks for testifying.
I
thank
think
you
that's
for having
powerful.
me.
I think you've really unlocked a real key for your life. 'Cause the enemy comes in to try and take us off course and
Steal, kill, and
steal,
destroy.
kill, and
Yeah.
But it's finding a key that's going to keep you strong in the Lord,
Yeah.
and you are,
Yeah.
and you're doing amazing, and you've got amazing kids, and the husband's pretty good.
It's always a battle, but in the same way, God, like whatever season we're in,
That's it.
God will help us get through that season,
it.
and
So good.
And we have to rely on him, right?
Yeah.
And that's the, I suppose, the beauty of it.
trust Him for our kids
Yeah.
and
That's true.
family. And
So good.
Oh, well done.
Thanks, Jade.
thanks for having me.